Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel in today's video where we are in a GTP car at Le Mans. We're in the BMW M Power Tour Fixed, which this week, as I said, is in the GTP class at Le Mans. So this is the first time we've driven this car. I like the prototype class, so thought I'd give this a go. Done some practice, you know, reasonably consistent around here, so don't anticipate any major dramas. And as we get to the start here, you know, the front of the grid's elected to go single file, and for some reason the guy in front of me, despite qualifying behind me, was determined to start in front of me in single file, so maybe he can't count, who knows. But off we go, and looking for hopefully a decent finish. Looking at our qualifying position, we started 6th, or now 7th, due to the chap ahead who can't count. And obviously along the edge of the first corner with nice cold tyres, so make sure we don't do what we did for most practice and go deep in that corner, but we make it through cleanly. And off we go in hot pursuit, mindful that this is a much more powerful class than anything we've raced on here before, although raced the LMP classes in different simulators before, but never in iRacing. And again, here you join me in the pursuit to increase my iRating and get out of the lower splits in most of the other classes that I race in. So looking to hopefully race aggressively but cleanly today to make sure that we maintain a decent safety rating towards the end of the season, and hopefully put some improvement to that iRacing. And as you can see straight away, we've got a good run on this guy here, so we're going to take a get in the slipstream of the car in front and follow him down this straight and get the pass. A little bit scrappy through the first chicane there, but I think we've got a good enough run that we should be able to defend this down to the next chicane. And whilst editing this video here, I became aware that I've actually got Crew Chief and the iRacing spotter running, so obviously I'll turn it off for the next one. But just been trialling out the Crew Chief, which someone mentioned in the previous video in the comments, recommended I try, and really impressed with it so far. It's really good, gives a lot more information than the standard iRacing spotter Crew Chief type thing. So back up to P6 anyway, and holding that position fine. We're here for a 30-minute race, so got to take our time here and just minimise mistakes. I suspect that any mistake here will be fairly terminal in terms of race finish due to the speeds involved, so just looking to drive at 9/10 rather than 10/10.
Left side. Keep to the right.
So the obviously the guy who jumped us at the start manages to get round again, which is fine. I'm not sure what the guy behind is flashing his headlights for now. I don't see anything really that I did wrong there, other than he wants to go faster and he's in my tow. But if anyone can enlighten me on what that is, please let me know in the comments. And he's going to try a move around the outside here, which seems foolish, to be honest. But obviously he's going to compromise his own line, and we managed to hold the position. These are really satisfying cars to drive when you get that part of the track right, I find. Got a bit of an issue here as he disappears and then appears. Not sure what I could do with that there. If you have any tips for me there, let me know. There's also another car spinning out in the background there with the TV replay. So loads of carnage at the end of lap 1, but we're safely through. I think I was pretty lucky to avoid a slowdown penalty there, to be honest. Probably pushing things a bit too far. Amazing how easy it is to forget the whole driving at 9/10 rather than 10/10 kind of plan.
Car right.
Turns out we can't make it wide enough.
Stay on the left.
Hold your line.
Keep to the left.
Hold your line. Clear right.
Clear.
And we're not going to fight too hard in here. I'm not. This is not my strongest part of the track, this particular complex of corners, so I'm just going to let him go and have my own space to think and react on this one. Better to survive to fight another day, I think.
Gap to P5 ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds. The guy ahead is car number 3, A license. Their rating is 3.1.
It's quite a weird spread, this. Obviously, for some reason I'm guessing it's not a massively popular series, but there's a real spread of licenses and ratings in here, so it's kind of good to race with some of the higher rated drivers. Certainly trying to follow their lines a little bit and learn a few tips and stuff. It's definitely interesting.
Pick out the cord.
Although on that note, I get my first slowdown of the day, which is frustrating. Now, I don't understand them. I definitely slowed down there, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit the brakes because the timer got down to 0.1. I didn't do anything different, and it drops back up to 0.7 again. So if anyone can give me any tips on how to efficiently serve slowdown penalties, I'd be really appreciated, because that causes me a few problems today.
Slow down. You got a penalty?
And right on cue, second of the day. Again, it goes down and then goes up to 1.1 seconds, and I've been slowing down the whole time, so confused with that. Frustrating though, as I had a decent gap to the guys behind, and I could just see them coming up behind me in my mirrors down this straight, which is probably one of the worst places to get a slowdown, I feel, because the speed differential involved is huge at this point. I wonder if that bumper might be indicative of why we're gaining on this guy in front so quick.
Nicely done. Incident in Arnage. We think it might be Carlson. The gap to V8 behind is increasing. It's now 3.5. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 26.42.
12 seconds quicker than my last lap. That shows the differential in the field in terms of ability there.
P7. The gap to Carlson in front is now 4.6 seconds.
And just like that, under absolutely no pressure at all, I put it into the wall. Quickly realised I need to get off the track here as people are behind me, and probably not the best rejoin in the world.
You'll need to tow back the pit lane.
Kind of think about driving back rather than towing, because I know towing can take ages, but
You've got to slow down and give up
quickly
that
realising
time.
that wheel's about to fall off, so back to the pits I go. And yeah, a 4-minute wait time. So that's the race kind of over, but sat here thinking what to do. And you know, considering how easy I just lost that, I figure, hey, you know, other people might do exactly the same. So let's go out and see what we can do. So we're back in P15, and we'll rejoin it and just try and get what we can out of this now. Just try and drive clean to the end. Let's take it as a practice session, if anything else. Get some experience, and you never know, we might get lucky and we might find some other people meet the barrier just like me. And sure enough, one lap later, we've gained one position from someone else that met an unfortunate end in a barrier. It looks like as we passed the pit wall, we jumped up a position to 14th. So that's slightly less of a hit on the old iRating, and we continue to go round and gain some experience. So all good here. So you join us towards the back end lap, and we've had a good lap. But we're getting a bit excited now, and there we go. We pick up another slow down penalty. But the car in front is pitting, so that could be another position that we managed to salvage back. Will that slow down penalty ever go away? Finally.
New fastest lap for you.
And that really says something about my previous lap times, doesn't it? With the kind of slow down penalty there. And we've gained another position, so it's another 10 points better off on our iRating. So, yeah, progress. It's definitely worth sticking around for the rest of this race, it was.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 4.6 seconds. You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
And that's 2 people disconnected, which puts us up to P11, so now only -2. So yeah, as we said, well worth sticking around. Now it's obviously not, this is not what we intended to be driving around in P11 on our own, but you know, it's good to know that we probably had the pace to have a bit of a battle at the front there. A bit more consistency and time spent in the car I think should serve well. I mean, and it's a fairly mixed field, so there's clearly much faster drivers there as well. If this was a bigger field, all kind of like 1.45, 0.6 iRating, it might be quite a fun series to race in this. But it is what it is, and we're making the best of a bad situation, entirely caused by myself, admittedly, but you know, hey, we go on. So that is how it finished, P11. It shows P13, but it changes to 11 on the line. Yeah, not a bad, you know, not a bad result considering where we found ourselves in by our own doing. Yeah, overall a really enjoyable race. Frustrating that I caused my own problems, but yeah, good experience. The cars are fun to drive. They're actually easier, I think, than the LMP3 cars to drive, but which makes no sense really. But yeah, anyway, thanks guys for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Drop the video a like. Any comments you have for me, please leave in the comment section below, and catch you in the next one. Cheers.